video is dedicated to the two individuals that have messaged me asking, is film school really worth it? After seeing my first video that I uploaded. Click this card right here, and that video is in the descriptions. So before I get into this tutorial, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. It will make the channel grow, and you can stay up to tune while I pump out these type of videos. So go ahead, click that subscribe button and that bell notification ding, so you can be up to date. And to answer that question, is film school really worth it? Based on my experience on my first semester, yes. I'm gonna break down this review based on 3 different things in this video. A, or the first one, the technical. B, the second, internal. And 3, C, is the external. Let me explain. When it comes to the technical, despite us being in COVID and all our classes being learned on Zoom, I would say that film school is still worth it. The reason being, you get to work with high-end equipment, from lights to cameras to all this stuff, and working in studios, a lot of technical stuff. Yes, you can learn that on your own elsewhere, on shoots, on this, on that, but it's kind of difficult when you don't have direct access to it. So at film school, we have direct access to all this equipment, all this gear, and we can rent it out. The Alexas, that reason alone makes film school really worth it. You know what I mean? The profs, the classmates, the assignments all challenge myself to create on a day-to-day basis, whether it's videos, audios, scripts, writing stories, creating conflict, tension, all that technical stuff. Just because I was working on it on a day-to-day basis for this specific reason, I would say film school is really worth it for challenging your inner self. Yeah. The teachers and the profs, they're working individuals in the industry. They are directors, they are producers, they work on crazy sets. So they have all the experience. So not only are they helpful, resourceful, there on time and like being present and like there for us, but they also work. Them teaching, perhaps for a majority of them, is a part-time gig. So when they have gigs coming along, you know who they calling? Us. Second thing, you get to work with so many of your classmates on a day-to-day basis. I have to film and edit this and send it to my classmates because the deadline is tonight midnight. So that made it really good. And in a sense, you get to learn about who is good at what and what your strengths are and weaknesses are, and you start building your own tribe. I'm back inside now. It was just way too rainy for me to continue this video. On a day-to-day basis, I had assignments due and had to be uploaded and sent right away. So you had to get creative. It helped me hone in my storytelling, and it helped me hone in with the creativity. For this specific reason, I say film school is worth it. These day-to-day assignments that we had to do, it pushed us to think outside the box and meet tight deadlines. As the semester started, we couldn't use that, oh, I don't have the light gear, I don't have the light camera, I don't have the light lights. No, that wasn't an excuse anymore. At the beginning of the semester, for majority of our assignments, everybody was filming on their iPhones. And the whole thought process behind all of that is build consistency, show your work, get that feedback, and rinse and repeat that loop. It worked wonders for me. As a person who usually works independently to shoot and film by myself, now being immersed in this space, I was able to learn from my classmates, from these teachers, and hone in my skill. Within a span of 2.5 months, I became a better storyteller, if you will. Some of the reasons that I think maybe film school isn't for a specific person, like I said in my previous video, you don't see yourself in film and TV if you don't want to work in the commercial world. If you don't want to be in a post-production agency or in that space, chances are film school isn't for you. And that's cool. Another thing I see where film school may be daunting is for this reason, is the financial commitment. It could be really, really pricey. Yeah, just like another degree, I guess. My experience at film school has been honestly amazing. I would recommend it to anybody. I was literally gonna break down every single course that I've taken in the first semester, which was 5 or 6, but I figured this video was gonna be way too long. I'm gonna upload all these videos throughout this week and the coming week. So what I'm gonna need you to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell notification so that when I do upload these videos, you don't miss them out. And then you get a sense of what I learned or what I did in term 1. I'm gonna conclude this video with one of my good homies for a reason.
Take these fractions and turn them into infractions.
This is best, by the way. What's the correlation between my homie and film school? Well, I'm glad you asked that, and let me break it down to you, okay? In editing class, we had to create a video project about something we are passionate about, something that is near and dear to us. Myself, I chose to make a video about this specific homie. Backtrack 2017, when I set my mind on making videos and pursuing YouTube with everything that I got, this friend of mine was the one that really believed in me, supported me, and told me go that direction. And even at that point, before I even held the camera, he even got me gigs to work on. So now fast forward to 2018, I know to a certain extent what I'm doing in terms of video and audio and whatnot. I decided to make a video about him for my final project for editing class. Now let's go talk to the homie. I was telling the audience that as soon as I got the scholarship, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna take it. And you were one of the individuals. I was like,
you're gonna get this. This is amazing. And then you're like, hey, I already got in. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. And you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna take it though.
yeah.
I'm like, what? Like all of this progress, all of this. Hassam's my good friend, you know, and I want to see him succeed. And this is an amazing opportunity to do the things that not just for himself, but for the community and for, you know, just that's where we are. And I'm happy that you've
appreciate it.
That you've taken it to this place, and yeah.
Appreciate it. See, importance of tribe. How did you think my work shifted or my personality shifted? We're talking external, internals, anything that you noticed, and also the project that we work together. Don't spoil it for them. They haven't seen it yet. Okay. I will. Yeah, subscribe. You're gonna see the video.
Nice.
It's a dope one. It's about a project he's working on. I'm glad to be a part of that, documenting it. So yes, elaborate on that.
Like I said, from even back years ago, you had that creative eye and kind of experimenting and stuff and your own style. Yeah. You've just taken it like, you know, step by step, and it's just so much smoother now, you know, without flattering you too much, you know. It's
don't do that. No need for that.
No need for that, right? But I got to give credit where credit is due, right?
You insist.
One of the videos we did together recently, another video, just the transitions, and you know, I showed it to a couple of people. Yeah. He's like, and he's good at like these short videos. He's like, oh, this crazy smooth transitions and stuff like this. Yeah. And just everything, you know, like I think a big difference has been the scripting a story so it flows coherently and it matches with the camera techniques and visuals, the visuals, right? Yeah. So going hand in hand, because I think that's, you know, use of music, use of what's it called, sound effects, sound design, yeah, all that stuff. Just the integration of it all. It just, you know, you make once you get to that level, it's made to look like easy, you know, but there's a lot that goes into it. And so that's the biggest thing, you know, just the ability to match both the visuals and the effects with the script, so that you have a more coherent story. And at the beginning with how do we translate this into story on camera, even though we have the content, you know. And I think that you're getting better at that, and you're just going to keep getting better at that, you know. We just got to put in the work.
Appreciate it, definitely. So that's one thing that helped me with film school. I could film well, but I had no story. So I'd cut to footage that has nothing to do with the previous shot or the next shot. And the video that we made together, it was a clear cut. It was defined who the character was. The conflict was defined. The obstacles that you had to overcome was highlighted very well. I thought I did an amazing job. And then the tension, the build up, the release, I don't think that stuff I would have learned outside of film school. So it definitely did help with that.
Yeah, to interpret the visuals and what I was doing and in a way that was just like come together, and it just, well, when you see the video, you'll know what I'm talking about, you know. But I was like, okay, damn, that's pretty nice, you know. So
thank you for your time, man.
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
All right, folks, these are some of the things I benefited from being in film school in my first semester. Definitely a lot of internal work, growth and confidence, external work from learning from my peers, my professors, internal, external, and a lot of technical stuff. How do you craft a story? How do you edit well? So many things. So is film school really for you? That depends all on you. But for myself, this is my experience. I loved it. I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. And we're gonna get some food right now. So until next one, do consider subscribing to the channel. liking and hitting that bell notification, because I am working tirelessly on growing this channel, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Till next time, peace.